Hey friends, it is a good spring cleaning day. It is overcast, it's going to rain soon, and so I decided to go through and show you what I did today. So I went through my tinctures. I've got some cayenne tincture I took out because this I'm going to use to hopefully deter the groundhog. I used up the last of my wormwood tincture. This is to get rid of or deter or decrease the amount of cabbage moths. You can see this is what I dumped. It has to go through the dishwasher. But I'm going to walk you along and show you what my medicine cabinet looks like, because you are not going to find in my house any traditional over-the-counter medicines. You're not going to find Advil or cold and sinus remedies like Benadryl, anything like that. What instead you're going to find is tons of homeopathics, which are all over the place. Actually got homeopathics up there. So this, if you don't realize, is my walk-in closet. It used to be filled with more clothes than this and all shoes. And instead now, it has become our apothecary. So I have homeopathics all at the top. I've got some liquid and some pellets up here. I've also got the Pro line of Newtons in those boxes. These are the Newtons remedies that go to the store. And I just reorganized this. So this is my medicine cabinet. This is where we have everything that we need whenever anybody gets sick. If I have to make an infused oil, if I need to make a flower essence, I've got flower essences up there. You may notice this is my husband's side of the closet. I did not really relish and take over my side of the closet. I took over his side of the closet because any woman here knows that most men do not have as many clothes as women. And we had all these shelves, and to be honest, I didn't think he was utilizing them good enough. So I decided to take it over. So the top shelf, we have flower essences I made last year. This next shelf is all the infused oils that we have that I make for the bombs. We've got all of the plants that I have wildcrafted and or harvested from the backyard. Then we've got tinctures on the next shelf, either tinctures I've purchased or tinctures that I've made. Down here, these are tincture blends that I've made, as well as straight tinctures that I have made. They will last 10 years as long as they are properly cared for. The ones that I got rid of today were ones that I really am not going to use, because when I started preparing herbal products, primarily tinctures and infused oils, this was before I knew about homeopathy. So I had tinctured a crap load of stuff, but now I go to homeopathy first rather than a tincture. Why? There's no side effects. There's no medication interaction. Not that I have to worry about that because me and my husband don't take medication. There are no detox reactions. It is an energetic frequency because you are not just physical and mental. You are also energetic. And Western medicine does not provide any information about the energetic parts of you. Instead, it focuses on the mental and the physical. It focuses on suppressing the healing design of the body rather than supporting it. My medicine cabinet does not do that. It supports the healing design of the body. It works with the body. And it allows for the body to be rebalanced naturally and effectively and very cheaply. So down here, we've got our homeopathic remedies. We also have got some flower essence remedies. In these to-go containers are pellet remedies. We've got liquids here. You can see Newton and Liddell. I primarily use Newtons. I've got back here actually some smudge sticks that I made, but I've also got the Helio first aid sets. So if we were to travel, this is what I would take with us because it's condensed into a smaller container, and then I wouldn't have to take all of these liquid remedies, right? But if you are to travel and you were to fly, that would be exposure to radiation. So these would all have to go into a Faraday bag. I would actually not get x-rayed. I would ask to be patted down, but I would still put them in a Faraday bag because you have radiation exposure just by flying on a plane. So we have more of our remedies here. Then we have all the supplements that I take. I did clean out the supplements. These supplements I all do currently take, or they are supplements that I provide other people with. So I have stock in them. And then here are supplements that are like my husband takes. They're not used quite as frequently. We've got more homeopathics down here, more homeopathics here. We've got more flower essences in there. And so everything is kind of in an emergency. I know where everything is. What was driving me crazy was that this was kind of unorganized, not the remedies, but the supplements. And I didn't know what I had. So I wanted to go through all of it and get rid of what we were not using, what we were not going to use from the supplement graveyard, because it's actually costing me money because it's taking up space. And I didn't know what I had. So I was ordering duplicates of things. So now I know what I have, what we're actually using, what I have to reorder. So I also made a list of what I have to reorder so that, again, if something happens like 2020 all over again, I'm not panicking because I know what I have and I know how I can use it. And during 2020, people were calling me up panicking because they knew I had this system and that I was prepared. And so you do not have to rely on someone else for all of these things. These are things you can do for yourself. I learned how to do this when I was bedridden and dying. So if I could do it then, you can do it now. Even if you're sick and you're dealing with symptoms, I'm having a day where I'm not feeling so hot. So I needed to clean the house and I really was wanting to do this project. And I was like, do I have the energy to do it? And I thought to myself, I'm going to break it up. So I cleaned the bathrooms this morning. I had somatic experience and call after lunchtime. And then I dove into this. I'm going to take a break again. Put dinner in the oven because I had food prepared already, because that's always my priority. And then I'm going to vacuum because I kind of made a mess in here and it needs to be cleaned up. And it's also, the house needs to be vacuumed because it's allergies and all the things. So it's doable. It's very, very doable. And I don't want you to be intimidated by it. If you live locally in New York, I do workshops on all of these things. I'm at the store every other Saturday. You can ask me questions. You can comment below, but I will not answer any medical questions in a comment. You have to be a paid client in order to get any medical questions answered. So please know that. That's for your safety as well as mine. And so this, I wanted to show you, is possible. It's not hard. It's not difficult. This has been a decade, right? This did not happen overnight. It happened over a decade. But there are things that you can do and build into your budget, right? Like homeopathic remedies are cheap and effective. Newton's remedies are $22 for 1 ounces. They're shelf stable. They last 10 years. There is no electricity in here other than my red light device, but it is not plugged in and it does not get plugged in. So there is nothing in here that's radiating my remedies or my tinctures. The tinctures are not as affected as the remedies. The remedies, because they are electric, and your body, because it's electric, you are sensitive to it. You're energetic as well. Everything here is energetic as well, right? So I'm mindful of where I store these things. It is not exposed to heat. It's not exposed to sunlight. The light is on now because I was in here, but otherwise it is dark, right? They're in amber bottles. My homeopathic remedies are in amber bottles. I have like with like, so I know exactly where it is. This is all alphabetized, which it hadn't been. This was not alphabetized either. So every time I had to go make a bomb, I had to pull everything out because some of it was alphabetized, some of it wasn't. The herbs are not alphabetized. I did not have that in me. That will be another day. But I have the things that I use the most often towards the front for the most part. So, you know, if I have to pull things out, but right now all of my infused oils are made. I've got plenty of tinctures made. That's not a priority. Like I said, I reach for the homeopathics. If someone gets sick, someone gets hurt, that's my first go-to. I'm going to use them externally and internally. They are safe for children, pregnancy, anyone, anywhere, pets, animals. This is what B gets. I had a conversation today with somebody about it. Like, this is your best bet. So I'll put the link to Newton's in the show notes. I also will put the link to, what else was I going to put the link to? I don't remember because my brain is like taps out now because this was a big project. But I'm going to put the link to Newton's. Oh, I'm going to put the link to the AACH membership through Newton's, where you can learn about homeopathy in a very non-confrontational, at your own pace, simple way, so that you will not be intimidated. Till next time, friends.